Okay.
Okay, yeah, it says it's live.
Live.
It is live. Does it say live on your end too?
Yep.
Yeah, it says on mine too.
Cool.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can? Okay.
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you guys do on the homework for as far as the transformation stuff?
I haven't gotten a chance to do the homework, but I looked at the practice problems.
Yeah, I'm still working on it. I looked at the PowerPoint as well. That kind of just gave a basic rundown of it. That helped.
Oh, I didn't see the PowerPoint. I just did the practice problems.
Yeah, the PowerPoint didn't really go into depth, but it just kind of gave the overall, just like how it works. But I mean, it's still useful.
Yeah. It just gives you equations, which is useful for when you're. Yeah. It should be.
When I do the homework, I like doing the show an example because then I can usually mirror what's happening.
Yeah, that's what I do too. I look at the examples.
Yeah. Which makes me a little nervous, like if I didn't have those examples, if I could figure it out, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's strange that we only get, what, 3 tries on the homework?
no, you get unlimited tries on the homework.
Really? It was only giving me, like, after 3 tries. Oh, I guess you get unlimited, but, like, after 3 tries, it would just move you on to the next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you get 3 tries, then it won't like give it to you at first, but you can keep trying it over and over again until you.
Yeah, I think the first problem, like after I figured out you only got 3 tries the first time, I thought it was like your final grade, so I like literally spent more time on every question, thinking you only got 3 tries on it.
Yeah.
Because that's how some of my roommates are. They have like online math problems they have to do for their classes, and they only get 3 tries in total.
Yeah, I would be so messed up. But yeah, it will only give you 3 tries, but then you can do a similar question, and then it will pop you up at like a different set of problems, but it gives you a chance to get the full credit for your homework.
Oh, okay.
Just on a different problem. So if you know the concept, you can usually.
Actually, is the homework due Saturday night or Saturday morning?
Saturday night.
Okay.
Saturday, 11.
No time tomorrow.
Yep.
Well, so do you guys have any questions? It looks like we're just supposed to ensure that we all understand the transformation and then go through the extension problems before our quiz. Does anybody have any questions on it?
I don't think so.
No, not right now.
Yeah.
So are we supposed to go through the extension problems first?
Yeah, I think we'll do the extension problems and then we'll do the quiz. Did anybody print out the quiz by chance?
I didn't.
I did not.
I have not either. The quiz isn't due until Saturday though, right?
Oh, and it's a single quiz. I think you're supposed to turn in the quiz by yourself. I think I know what you're talking about.
You have both. There's a group quiz and then we have an individual quiz too.
It has a course schedule. I'll check the schedule. So
yeah, so at the bottom of this preparation for this meeting, we have 2 extension problems, and then we have a group quiz that just says that we're supposed to print a group quiz. One person completes it and shows all the work in a neat and organized manner, and then submit 1 copy for the group.
Okay, yeah, I see that. Where's the individual quiz?
That's at the end of the module. It's gonna be on Saturday.
Oh, so it's not. Okay.
Oh, I see. The group.
So the group one is due first. The other one's not due until like next week. Okay.
Yeah.
That scared me.
Well, no, the quiz is on Saturday, right?
The group quiz is due by Saturday.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do the group quiz tonight?
Is that the one? Just one person's turning in. Is the group quiz?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
But none of us printed it, and I don't have a printer here.
Do we want to do the group quiz tonight, or do we want to just do the reflection problems tonight?
I think we should do the group quiz tonight because I don't have any other time the rest of the week to meet again.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I don't have time tomorrow, and I'm busy most of Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So let's just do the group quiz then.
Okay.
Yeah, so if we can just get it done tonight, that'd be awesome. Even though we don't have it printed out, we could at least, we could.
Do we have to like
print it
hand
out
it in?
We're supposed to print it out and probably scan it in to her. So I can
Yeah.
I can do it if you I can do it.
I mean, someone could just write it on hand and take a picture and send it to her.
yeah, exactly.
So
Or-
I'm gonna be writing down stuff anyways. So whoever at the end just has stuff written, the most stuff written down, or probably has best handwriting or something, we'll just send it in to her.
Okay.
That works.
Just on paper versus you'll write out the problems.
I mean, if you want to print it, if anybody has a printer that can, but I don't have. But I don't think any of us have access, right?
Yeah, I don't have one right now. I could print it tomorrow, but yeah, if you, yeah, we can just do that. You want to do that tonight, or since you're already writing stuff down, you said?
Yeah, my writing, I'd have to write down a little more formally because I like to write just like messily and just kind of all over the place. Just to, I don't know why I write big as well, so I don't know. So.
Okay. I can do it. I can print it off tomorrow, and I'll write it down, and then I'll
And
send it to see if you guys approve, and then I can scan it in.
You could just write down the answers, and if she asks for our work, then we'll just send in all our individual papers. We could send in our stuff.
Okay.
Oh, she's gonna want to see the work.
Oh, she's gonna want to see the.
Can
Yeah,
you go?
Well, I mean, if we turn in this video, then she's gonna hear us talking about it anyways, right?
Yeah.
true.
We're working it out in this video.
I'll just do, since I have the link to the video, I'll just do the link to the video and our group quiz. Is that cool?
Okay.
And then someone else can do it next time.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Well, let's keep going then.
Okay. So extension problems, the first one, it says graph the following function by identifying all the transformations, increasing and decreasing intervals, the name of the function, any vertical line, symmetry, domain, and range. And it's for function of f of x equals -3 times x minus 4 cubed plus 5.
Okay.
Hey, are you guys on week 2 group quiz?
No, we're on the
No, we're on the
problems.
extension problems. I think we're supposed to do
Oh.
the extension problems as a group. Tonight, we're supposed to
Okay.
turn in both separately, but I think we're doing both together at the same time.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So these extension ones, this is we're all individually turning this in, or
No.
We're not turning anything individual. And for
No, I meant individually the different assignments. You normally, I think she
Oh.
meant for them to be done separately, but I think we all just want to get them done tonight.
yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. So
So for this
so
one,
since it's x minus 4, it means it shifts to the right 4 spaces from 0, right?
Right.
Yes.
Because if it's
Yeah.
plus 4, then it goes the opposite way.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's down.
so shift right 4 spaces. And then it moves up 5, right?
Yes.
Okay, shifts up 5. And then it stretches -3? Or
Yeah.
3?
Yeah. It
Stretches.
stretches
Stretches.
by 3.
So is it a negative? Would it be considered negative or no?
No, I think it's in the positive.
Wasn't it negative? You're just reflecting? No.
Yeah. So it's reflecting. So it wasn't like
No, you're right with the reflection part. The negative causes it to reflect, but I was just curious if you would consider if it's like if you say it stretches -3 or no, I think you were right, Monique. Is it stretches 3, but it's reflected.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So the stretch. So
Yeah,
stretch,
stretches -3, but reflected.
it's reflected.
So over 4,
Up
up
5,
5,
stretches 3, and then
and
reflected.
then what was the last?
So I think that's it. So because it's reflected over the x-axis,
Uh-huh.
over 4, up 5, and stretched by 3.
Yes.
And then, so then the domain is all real numbers. And so is range, right? Because it goes up and down.
Yeah, because you can put any number in there and still get a
Yeah.
an answer out, right? There's no.
It'd just be a
rules
different
on
location of the line.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It wouldn't be the same line. It'd just be a different location of the line. So it'd be all real numbers.
But
Yeah,
the
because this is all one function too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then it's just the parentheses, negative infinity, positive infinity, right?
Uh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
huh. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Does that make sense to everyone? Did we do that right?
Let's look up the answer key here.
I wrote negative D and positive D instead of.
Oh,
It's in domain.
Well, it looks like we got the first one right on the answer key.
oh, thank you for checking.
Oh, I forgot that. I'm forgetting.
I always forget that. Yeah, I
I
guess
love
it's
the answer key.
it out before. Okay, are we ready to do number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it says find the inverse of the following function by switching the x and y values and solving for y. So it gives us y equals x plus 2 divided by x minus 3.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you just make a little chart, right? And then you figure out, or you plug in like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Find the y values for that, and then make another table and switch those.
Uh huh.
Okay. So let's see here. So x.
Wait. Did this? I forgot. Did this talk about zeroing a function?
I don't believe so. From the examples that I saw, is they found a couple.
I was just wondering if for those farther in the homework, I was just wondering if it talks about zeroing a function later on.
I haven't done
Not that I know of.
yet.
Okay. Sweet.
And I don't know how to do the inverse of the function either. So
So
So-
inverse is you just create a little chart for x and y, and then you plug in 1, 2, and 3. So it's like, I wish I could show you. I don't have my camera working. 1, 2, 3. You make a chart x, y on the top, and 1, 2, and 3 on the sides.
Yeah, so it's like that.
And so you replace x with 1, and then you replace x with 2, and you replace x with 3. And then you do for the same for y, and you switch them. Yeah.
will you show that chart? I don't know who had it, but
I don't have a camera working. I think
Oh,
my
yeah.
computer has-
Okay, sorry. So I did a chart. I added 0 in there just because that's what I've seen it before. So I did 0, 1, 2, and 3. I just
Okay.
did 4 points for x. And then you're going to plug each of those x's into the equation. It's going to give you a y. And then once we figure out all the y's, we make a new chart, and we're going to switch the x and the y values.
So you put the whatever you get for y in where the x's are.
Yeah, so I'll show you. So for 0, so say x is 0. So you get 2 divided by negative 3. So that's a negative 2/3. And then you plug in 1. So you get 3 divided by negative 2. So that's a negative 3 3/2. You plug in 2. You get 4 over
-1.
-1. So you get -4. And then you plug in 3, and you get 5.
I think you only need 3, so you could just do 0, 1, and 2.
Oh, okay.
yeah, because that would be undefined for 3 because it's
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw it. Okay. And then so now we have our x and y chart, right?
Yeah.
So now the inverse is you're just going to switch the x and the y values. So x is going to equal for the new chart. So the first one is going to be x equals negative 2/3. Y is going to equal 0. The next one, x is going to equal negative 3/2. And y is going to equal 1. And then the next one is x is going to equal -4. And y is going to equal 2.
okay.
All right, and then now we have to solve for y.
Using that y equals plus x plus 2.
I believe so. That's the second part that I'm confused on. Just finding or solving for y.
So I was working on the homework earlier today gave me something similar. It says I would start with the original function
Okay.
and switch the variables and then solve for y.
Oh, okay. Okay, so in this case, it would be x equals y plus 2 over y minus 3.
Exactly.
Okay, and then so you multiply y minus 3 to get rid of it in the denominator to cancel them out, and then you multiply it by x on the other side. So then you end up with, and then if you factor it, you get yx minus 3x equals y plus 2. And then where do
Can
you
you
go
divide
from
the
here?
y from the one side and divide xy divided by y? And that will cancel out and give us.
Wait, so you're saying you did what?
So, like so plus 3x on both sides. Then you'd have xy equals y plus 3x plus 2, and then I guess negative y. I'm just kidding. Don't listen to me.
Let me see here. So you added 3x to the other side, so you had y plus 3x plus 2.
And then the other side has xy.
Right.
And then when you get the y on the other side and the x on the other side, right? So then you would divide by x and times by y? How do we?
So no, so yeah, so you do. My bad. Let me look at it real quick. I'm pretty sure I can. So it'd be y equals.
We have to get that y is by itself on the one side, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it would be easier to minus y the other side first. Then you'd have xy minus y minus 3x equals 2, and then plus the 3x gives the same thing, xy minus 1y.
Ooh, I think you actually may be right on something.
Because then we can divide by x, and then you're left with y minus 1y. But then how do you get that one?
Okay, let's see, minus y.
Let's see.
Oh,
Plus 3. So what you ended up with is yx minus y equals 3x plus 2.
yes.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Or,
Yeah.
but then I'm confused about how to get the y by itself on the other side.
Maybe
Hold on.
you. No, that's not right.
Y minus 3. Mhm.
So to get rid of the x, you'd have to divide by x, right? So then it would be 3x plus 2 divided by x.
Well,
But
isn't it? So this is what I'm just looking at. So what I got is after you just have negative 3y plus yx minus 2 equals x, right?
So how'd you get there?
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just have it reversed. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be negative 3x plus yx minus 2 equals y. And I got there just from taking the equation. Let me see if I can. Where is it? So you multiply neg x minus 3 times y, and then you factor the y out, and then you move the 2 over, or subtract 2. Right?
No. Oh, are you moving over to the other side?
Yeah, so
So you've got negative 3x plus xy minus y equals 2.
minus 2 equals y.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
Well, someone write it out and show me because I don't get it.
So what he did, so he multiplied it by y minus 3 on both sides, so it canceled it out on the right side. And what he did, so he factored it. So we got so it was originally what we had. So it was xy minus 3x, and then he subtracted the 2 from the other side. So that's why he got minus 2 equals y.
Okay.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now is the tricky part. Now you have to get the y.
When you move it over, and so you factor the x. No, you factor the y's, right?
Oh, you're saying
And so you get
subtract xy to the other side.
yeah, and then you get y, and
So negative 3x minus 2 equals y minus xy.
Yeah, that's where we were stuck on the other side too. But then how do you get like? So that would just 1y minus 1y is 0.
Yeah. Which
Oh,
not work.
wait. I think we're right. Yeah. Wait. I think we're close. So so where I'm at right now is negative 3x minus 2 equals y minus xy. So I think, so we're getting close. So what you do is you factor out that y.
yeah,
So it's
and then you
negative 3x minus 2 is y parentheses 1 minus x. And then you divide the, well, I guess you can,
so the y's outside, so you get
Oh yeah. Then you divide
y minus 1, and then y times y minus 1. So y is factored out, and then you divide the y minus 1 to the
X
negative
minus
3x minus 2.
yeah.
Isn't it x minus 1? Because you have xy minus 1y. You take out the y, it would be x minus 1.
My bad. I just wrote it backwards.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So I have x and y.
You got
That
the
may be a
same
little.
idea. Yeah, so it's actually going to be, so when you write it the right way, it's going to be negative 3x minus 2 divided by negative x plus 1. And since the whole negative is dividing, that changes the value of everything. So what it comes out to is it's going to be 3x plus 2 over x minus 1.
Okay. Yeah, that worked the way I did it too. Okay.
And then we got the
So then it would be
y.
so y.
So, and that's what it is.
That's
3x plus 2, x minus 1.
Yep, we had it. That was good stuff. Good job, guys.
X
That
minus
was
1.
confusing.
And it's the inverse, so it's the
So f of
neg-
-1, or to the,
the
I guess-
negative first.
yeah, x.
Yeah.
It's just assigned for an inverse function.
Oh, f to the -1 is just an inverse function.
Yeah, that's what
Uh-huh.
that means.
Okay,
All right.
cool. Does everyone get that? Yeah.
You still with
Look,
us?
I think the first part is used for finding the domain in range. I don't know. I think it's I don't know. That first part we did.
Yeah, the first part we had to figure all of this out. This was just telling us to switch the x and the y values and then solve for y.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did this correct.
Okay.
Okay.
So that chart beforehand was just not part of the actual equation part. It was just,
No, it wasn't applicable to this problem.
No.
but I didn't know how to do that, so that was helpful. Thank you. All right. Do we do the group quiz?
Yeah, let's see if we have any
Yeah.
luck with this.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta pull that up real quick. So group quiz. It's in this week's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Group quiz.
It's right under the submission for the video.
Figure out.
All right, and I need to do it as a PDF document. Okay.
Is that what it says to submit it as a PDF or?
Yeah, it says group will submit with one copy for the group. Make sure to do. Oh, where did I just read it? I just read it. Oh, as a single PDF document.
Okay. So do you have a scan at all?
I do when I go to work tomorrow.
Okay. So yeah, if you scan it like that and save it as a PDF, then that'll work.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. So the group quiz. Everybody have the group quiz up?
Yeah.
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 Okay. So the first one is to write the piecewise function for the figure below. You should identify the domain that corresponds with each question. So this is just like the ones that we were looking at before, where it's the equation and then it says x has to be greater than 1 or less than whatever. So we just have to figure those two parts out.
So we need the function and the condition.
Yes. And so
Okay.
with this one, so it looks like 1, 2. So is there 3 equations or is there going to be 4?
Should just be 3.
Looks like 3 to me. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was just making sure. Okay, so the first one. So this one. So it's got a negative slope. The slope is going to be 1/1. So it's just 1.
Right.
So it's going to be y or f of x. So the first equation is going to be negative x, and then the y-intercept is going to be 1, right?
Plus
Because that's
1.
where it crosses.
Yep.
Or it intercepts right there. All right, and then the domain for this one.
Wait, so sorry, negative x and then what?
Negative x plus 1.
Plus 1.
Because it hits the y-axis at 1, so that's the y-intercept.
Okay.
Okay, and then since this graph is pointing all the way down from 1, I would say x would have to be greater than
0.
0
Yeah, 0.
because it starts at
0.
1. Well, I guess if it starts at 0, 1, would that mean it could equal 0?
No,
Yeah.
x is greater than -1. X is greater than -1, or greater than or equal to -1, right? Or 0 or something. It's greater than -1, right? That would make sense. X is greater than -1, because. No, my bad. Never mind.
Because I think it has to be. I think it would be 0 because it's 0, 1.
And then the next point
think-
is
I think
negative
it-
1, 0, and then it continues to go down.
Yeah, so it doesn't pass 0. So the domain.
So
Should
x
just
has to be less than 0.
I think domain is just all numbers, right? I think the thing.
No, it's not all real numbers. I think it ends at 2.
Oh, yeah, because it doesn't go on. Yeah, so then I think it would be in the parentheses negative infinity, comma, 2 bracket.
No, it's a closed, so it'd be no.
Right, like a parentheses, comma, and then 2, and then the bracket. Isn't that the closed?
Yeah, brackets closed. I'm thinking brackets.
I don't know if we.
Yeah, 2 bracket. Yeah, it'd be 2 bracket.
Bracket?
So that would be the domain. Domain would be negative infinity, parentheses, and negative infinity 2 bracket.
Do we all agree with that one?
So are we saying that
Hold on.
because this continues to go and then it stops at that 3-2 point?
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
continue past that 3-2.
Okay. All right, that makes sense then.
So it can be anything.
Well, but after 0, 1, it drops down to 1, negative 2, so it changes.
Wait,
But the x coordinate is 1. So that's still.
Wouldn't a domain be going to?
Wait, no.
3?
Y would be infinite. No,
It's just asking for the domain, which is the
domain is x.
x coordinate.
Yeah, it'd be
Right.
3. It'd be 3, not
Oh yeah, 3.
3,
Sorry.
not 2.
That's
No,
all right.
you're good. I made this mistake.
So the question also says you says identify the domain that corresponds with each equation.
Okay, so
Because
for
every
that-
time the line changes, that's a new function, new equation.
Yeah,
We'll have
Oh,
to-
okay. So for the first equation,
x has to be less than 0.
So I think it would be negative infinity, comma, 0 bracket then
Yes.
for that one. And that's for negative x plus 1.
Yes.
which can be written as x is
X can be less than 0.
yeah x
Less
can be
than-
less than 0. X
Yeah.
is less than 0. So you could just write it as that for the domain.
Would it have to be less than or equal to 0?
I believe so.
Yeah, because it's a closed, so it can be 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll
X is less than or equal to 0.
is
so-
for the
Yes.
So the first equation or first line would be negative x plus 1 and then
X is less than or equal to
x is
0.
less than equal to or 0. Yeah, that'd be the first line.
and then
Okay,
the second one is that the point from 0, 1 to 1, negative 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So this one has a slope of, let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So is it 1/3?
Yeah.
Well, negative 1/3 because it's a negative slope, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Wait, were you
Okay.
thinking,
what was that?
Wait,
is
no,
it
no, 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 no.
down 1 and then over 3? I don't. For the slope? It doesn't look like it's over 3. It looks like it's down 1 and over like half.
Where are you seeing the half at?
No, it'd just be
Um,
negative 2, right? I'm sorry. We're thinking about the middle one, right? Are we thinking about the middle one or the?
The middle.
middle.
Middle one, the one that goes from 0, 1 to 1, negative 2. Oh, it'd be down 3 over 1.
No, it's.
Yeah, no,
So
because
then
you
it
got.
would just be negative
so-
3, right?
Yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
It's rise over run. So you
Yeah,
go-
no, no, no. It'd be
So it'll be a
3.
slope
It'd be
of
negative.
-3.
Yeah, negative
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, so negative 3x plus 1 because it intercepts at the 1.
Yeah.
And then, so the domain for this one is x.
X is greater than or equal to 0. X is less than or equal to 1. So x is greater than or equal to 0. So x is in the middle, and it's greater than equal to 0, and then less than or equal to 1.
Less than.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the way I wrote it is 0, and then it just looks like a less than or equal to x.
Yeah, and then a less than or equal to 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
So X is in the middle.
Yes.
Yes. You could type this one out. I think I'll type it on the Hangout. Oh, we don't need to type it on the Hangouts.
So 0 less than or equal to X less than equal to 1.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and then the next one. So this one, so it rises 1, 2, 3, 4,
Mm-hmm.
and then over 2. So it's a
It
slope
goes-
of.
Yeah.
So a slope of 2.
Slope of 2.
Okay, so 2x, and then the y-intercept would be
2x plus 1. Wait, no. It's not 1. It's
It's not a
What
y-intercept,
would
right?
be?
my bad.
No,
I
you-
was thinking of
no. You have to figure it out. So I'm trying to figure this out for some reason. Why can't I?
Is that the
think of
one
it?
where you have to do like X?
Be negative 4, I think.
Is that where you do like y of 2 minus y of 1 divided by x of 2 minus x of 1?
I believe so. So you did so is y, so let's just say, so it's y plus 2, since it's a negative 2, equals, the slope is 2 parentheses x minus 1, and then you distribute, so y plus 2 equals 2x minus 1, and then minus 2, or minus 2, so y equals 2x minus 3. Is that correct?
I didn't follow that. Sorry.
Oh, I just did the y minus y1 that you were talking about,
Oh, okay.
but I used the last coordinate. So I used 1, negative 2, and plugged it in for the y1 and x1.
Yeah, so I got negative 4 over negative 2, so that would be 2. Right?
For the
I guess
Got some notes here.
allowed. I don't know. You may only use textbooks, notes, and calculator on these problems, so you're good.
Sweet.
yeah, because either way you do it, like for the points 3, 2, and then 1, negative 2, I get a 2 at the end.
Let me see here.
Because you do 2 minus negative 2, that's 4. And then 3 minus 1 is 2. And then simplify it is 2.
So the other coordinate is going to be negative 1, negative 6. So that's the one that keeps following down. So if you were to keep going down this one, so the next one from 1, negative 2 is going to be negative 1, 6.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
And then
So we're still trying to find the y-intercept, is that right?
yeah.
Okay, so it's a slope of 2. So if we just take it backwards toward the y-axis, so we're going to go down 2 more, which would make it -4, and over 1. So we cross the y-axis on -4. And if we plug that in with those points that we have for this function, they both work.
Okay, so it is -4 then.
So 2x -4.
Yes.
Okay, and that's what you originally said, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Just
You've
trying
been
to make
right
sure I
this whole
could
time.
check my work.
We just are slower. We have to catch up. All right,
No,
so
I didn't want us to give the wrong answer.
the third one is 2x -4.
Yes.
Yes, and then this one. So this one stops at 3. So this one is x can x, or no, so it's going to be 1 less than or equal to x, and then less than or equal to 3 again,
Okay.
because it ends at that last point.
Yes. So 1 less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 3.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, and then, I mean, just for curiosity, the way you would write this is you would put parentheses, -infinity up to 0, or -infinity 0 bracket, and then the u bracket 0 to 1 bracket, u, and then bracket 1 to 3 bracket. Is that correct or no?
Yes, I believe that is correct.
Because the brackets mean it can equal up to that point.
Yeah. So
It
for
can-
the second one, I think it would be, yeah, negative or 0 bracket 0 to positive infinity, u bracket 1 to positive infinity. That second one. Because it's not going anywhere negative. So it would have to be positive on each end.
Wait, well, why would it be infinity if it's because you can
Oh,
only...
sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. So then, what did you say then?
So I said, so the middle one, so I said bracket 0, or bracket 0, 1 bracket.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
how you
Is
do
it-
it. The brackets on each end.
Does that sound right to everybody or no?
I agree. Yeah. Sounds right.
Okay. And then the
So-
last one is
Should I put
bracket...
both on the paper? Just so.
What was that?
Should I put both of those like on the paper that we're gonna turn in?
Yeah, I just put it just to put it. I mean, we have the other ones. As long as you have the ones that are next to the functions.
Okay.
But I mean, you can put the other ones down. Maybe she'll give us like a tip if that's correct or not. Like if that's how we would write it. Maybe that'll help us too.
Okay. And then the bottom one, I think would just be bracket, comma 3, right? And then bracket.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yep.
Okay.
Are we all in agreement with that one?
Yeah, did everyone follow that?
You said bracket, comma
I'm good.
3.
Bracket, yes.
Okay.
Bracket 1, comma 3. Bracket.
Okay, that's what I was. I didn't understand. I thought it was a 1, but you just said
Yes.
comma 3,
Yeah, bracket 1, comma 3.
or I only heard 3.
Oh.
Sorry.
I might have not said it.
So we're on the same page then.
Okay.
Okay, so this next one.
2.
So f of x equals -5 minus 2 parentheses x minus 3 to the third, or cubed. And it says identify all transformations, state the domain and range, determine which function family it belongs to, discuss symmetry, odd and even, state where the function is increasing and decreasing, and graph the function. Okay. So for this one, so first of all, you would add the 5 to the other side. No. Oh, no, you would just move it. So you need to put it in the right form.
So it'd be
So-
negative 2x minus 3 cubed plus 5? Or minus 5?
Minus 5.
It's 5 minus 2, right? I'm just writing this down.
Okay, and then transformations go. So it goes to the right 3, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So it shifts right 3, and then it shifts down 5. And then there is a stretch of 2, and it is reflected over the x-axis.
Okay. So let's graph it real fast.
Wouldn't it be like a little curve, like it goes down and then curve and then go down again, right?
Yeah, so it goes like I don't know how you would describe. It looks like like an S, but the bottom
It
and the
looks
top
like
of the
a,
S like
a
go
round-
up and down.
A rounded lightning bolt.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Does someone want to sketch it? When it's that way, how does it reflect off of the x-axis? Like if you're going to draw it.
So if you were to draw it, I guess you would have to actually put in each point. So you'd have to do 0, 1, -1, 2, -2, 3, and -3 to get to get a full sketch of it. So if you were to plug in 0, you would get -3 squared. So -3 squared is -27. And then -27 times -2 is going to be +54. And then 54 minus 5 is 49. So it's going to be 0, 49 is the first coordinate.
Holy cow. Seriously?
Yep.
That's dumb.
So I guess I think the best way to do this is if you did intervals on the graph. So the way I'm sketching it, so like I just have line paper. So I did every line is 25 at least. And then just kind of eyeball where 49 would be. So it'd be right next to the 50. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
0, 49. And then
did we say the domain and range yet?
oh, we didn't. So this one's just like the similar one we did for the extensions. Since this is a actual function and there's no restrictions, it would just be from -infinity to infinity, correct?
Yeah.
Both domain and range.
Yeah, and the range as well. Oh, yeah, that was my other curiosity question. So if we were to do the range for the last question, would it be -infinity 2?
For the last question?
Yeah. I'm just doing it out of curiosity to see if I'm getting the feel of domain and range.
Yes.
Because it only goes up to 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's just what I wanted to double check.
So -2 bracket.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right, and then so the next point. So 1. So you plug in 1. 1 minus 3 is -2. -2 cubed is going to be -12. No.
-8.
-8, correct? Yeah. And then times -2 is 16. 16 minus 5 is going to be
11.
11, so
So it's 1, 11. And then,
What are
okay.
you guys talking about? Sorry, I just had to do something real quick.
Oh, we were just plugging in 1. So we plugged in 1 and we got 11 out of it. So it's 1, 11 is the next point. And then, so 2. So it's going to be 2 minus 3, which is -1. -1 cubed is going to be -1. -1 times -2 is 2. And then 2 minus 5 is going to be -3. So it's going to be 2, -3.
that kind of is what gives it the S curve or the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
What have we covered on the list? We've done what?
So we've identified the
Identify.
transformations.
Domain
So
and range, graph.
Well,
So-
we're graphing right now. I guess we skipped some steps, but
we also need
um,
to determine the function family.
Would that
Does
be
it
the
mean by
cubic?
find the? Does that mean find the? Yeah, it's the cubic. It's
Okay.
f of x equals x cubed. That'd be the function family.
so it's a cubic. How do you? I guess how would you call that?
You just write f of x equals x cubed.
For the function family?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's, I mean, we're just finding the parent function, right?
Yeah, it just
Or-
says determine which function family it belongs to.
Yeah, I'm assuming parent function, unless anybody thinks otherwise.
Okay. I'm just double checking on mine real quick to see what it.
And then what else? What else is there?
Then we need to discuss symmetry, odd and even.
State what are the functions increasing and decreasing. Okay.
So this one, so what I was seeing on the internet, it's called the cube function. That's what it's called.
Cube function.
The cube function, yes.
Okay.
Okay, and then discuss symmetry.
What does it mean by that?
Well, it's not like symmetrical. It won't fold over on itself. Because that's the way cubic function is. It's got that S in it.
Yeah.
I think it's just odd or even, but I was kind of confused about doing that during the homework.
Yeah,
Are we
that part didn't
supposed
make
to
sense to
compare,
me
like-
either.
Are we
So
supposed
you're
to?
supposed to use, to know if it's odd or even, I think you set the equation to the negative x. So you put negative x in for all the x's. And if that matches the original, then it's odd.
Yeah. Yes, I think so.
So then we take our
Oh, so it would be like, so if
Negative.
you're
2 times negative x minus 3 cubed minus 5. And if that, working it out, matches the original, then it's odd. And if it doesn't, it's even.
yeah, so for example, so we plugged in 1 and we got 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if we plugged in -1 and we got 11, then that would be symmetrical. So that'd be even. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the only way, and plus this is a like what I can't remember your name. I'm sorry. Was saying since this is a cube function, it can't be symmetrical because it has that S wave in it, and if you were to try to fold it, it wouldn't match.
Right.
So,
So
the only one,
it would be odd.
yes, because the only ones that can be symmetrical are parabolas, and then the square root ones.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
So
Do we need to put an explanation on there? Like, or can we just put odd?
I think we could just say odd.
yeah.
And maybe just say a cube function it can't be even.
Yeah, or you can
Yeah.
also, so once we graph this, we're going to realize that the y values, so for the Yeah, the y values of x and negative x's don't match up. Does
Wait,
that
did
make
you
sense?
say an acute function or
I
an
said
acute?
I said a cubed.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, not
I
an
thought
a
you said
cubed.
acute.
No, I don't even know that's a real thing. But does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just say odd, and then say when you plug in x, or when you plug in an x value and a negative x value, the y's do not come out the same. Something along the lines of that.
The y coordinates don't come out the same.
Yeah. And I'm sure she's gonna look at this and
Yeah.
see our reasoning and talking and stuff like that. And she'll
Yeah.
understand.
She should be.
Yeah.
Well, does she look at every video? Because I mean, they're like an hour and a half long each video.
Maybe she does. I mean, I don't see what else she would be
I don't
checking
know.
because our homework, she won't be checking our homework, or she only checks the grade through the My Math lab. So I'm sure
Yeah.
she's checking all this. So she has so much time, I'm sure.
Well, I don't know.
So, but anyways,
Okay, and then state where the function is increasing and decreasing.
so I think for this one we have to finish graphing it, and then we'll be able to see where it's increasing and decreasing.
I think it's increasing at the 5 mark, right?
At the which
Sorry,
5 mark?
I don't know. I just typed this in the graph, like a graph, something that'll just do it for me, graph it for me.
Oh, okay. So it pretty much looks like a calculator.
Yeah. I just
Okay.
plugged it into a calculator and
How do you do that?
How do you do that?
looks like it increases at the 5 and decreases at the 5.
So increase and decrease at 5.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys might want to check that. I'm not 100% unsure what that's asking. So,
Sorry, I don't know our mind.
Are you saying at the y equals 5 or at the?
at the I think it changes it on the graph. It's x is, hold on, let me, this is, I can get there. X is 3, and then it's y is 5. Yeah, y is 5, x is 3. Y is 5, x is 3.
So sorry.
So it
How do you-
increases and decreases on 3, 5.
3, 5.
Yeah, 3, 5.
Okay, so on that one, I just have to put the coordinate 3, 5.
Yeah, I think so. Oh wait, no. It's just you don't have to write 5. Right? So wouldn't it just, because we don't know where it changes from increasing, decreasing. So it just, because it's constantly going up the x-axis. Wait.
Just say it starts at.
Hold on. I don't think that what I said was right.
increasing.
So you graph it and then determine where it is increasing and decreasing. What does it mean by?
I'm not sure.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong point. Right? It's where it crosses over. So it would be, so x, after a certain point, I'm looking at the graph. I think it's at, 3. So x is negative infinity 3, right? So after y3, it's x is perpetually going negative. After graphing it, x is going perpetually negative. And then
infinity, comma 3 bracket.
No, both of in parentheses. Parentheses negative infinity, comma 3 bracket or parentheses. Parentheses. It's inside parentheses.
Oh, I think.
And then for the other one, x is when it's decreasing. X is at once it starts decreasing at 3. Yeah. So it starts decreasing at 3, and then goes forever. Or no. Hold on. Am I looking at that right? And then I had 3x. Yeah. So 3 is where it stops decreasing. 3y is where it stops decreasing, and 3x is where it starts increasing. So it would be written, let's see,
Oh, okay. So I'm looking on here. So I just looked up something real quick. So the way that you write it is you're only using x coordinates.
Where's the Hangouts? I can post it. I'll post it in the Hangouts chat. This is how you'd write it. So you're only doing x coordinates,
right? So for this one,
infinity, right? Then
So you're
negative infinity 3.
Yeah, so you're decreasing from negative infinity up until where does it say?
3.
Up until 3.
And then you're increasing for infinity after 3. Okay, so you just need.
Yeah.
So I would just write it like parentheses negative infinity, comma 3 parentheses.
Okay.
And then comma parentheses 3 comma infinity parentheses.
Is it comma or is it the U?
What?
Is it just a comma, and does it have the fancy brackets?
It's just a comma. It's just a comma. It's not a U.
Okay. And then on the outside are the fancy brackets?
No, it's just you just write it like that. Just like 2 coordinate pairs. You just write down 2 coordinate pairs like it's. You're just writing down 2 different coordinate pairs.
I'm doing the chat. I'm doing X for the negative infinity cages.
Wait, Mitchell, do you give me? If you could write it down and show her, I don't.
I think I'm following you. I'm a little lost on your explanation.
I think
maybe. Can you write it down and show her?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I think she had it. Yeah,
I have it right here. So
you're saying it's decreasing, right, the whole way?
No, it's decreasing until 3 and then increases at 3.
But do you have to do it differently, or do you just write it as a coordinate like how I have it?
You just write it like that, right?
Yes.
So you just
I
write it like
believe
that. So
so.
it decreases till 3, and then increases at 3.
Yeah, you put a U,
And they
you
don't
put a
have to-
U in the middle.
Oh, you put a U in the middle?
Yes, that's what I'm seeing on here.
Okay.
On this little
instead of
website
comma,
that I'm
do a
seeing.
U.
Yeah.
So sorry, can you see that? So U between the two.
Yeah. That
Sorry.
works.
Okay.
Yes.
And then the last thing is to graph it.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so we have part of it.
So you could just. Can't you just because I mean I looked it up. We kind of cheated, but like I don't know if that's cheating.
So when you graphed it, can you find the table values?
Let me
for
see if I
each
can.
X coordinate, and then
I'll see if I pull it. I'm gonna try and pull it up. I'm looking in the settings of this. Sorry, I'm gonna have to.
Because there should be like a tab on your calculator that says like where the like F1, F2, or whatever. It should say table set.
I'm trying to find it. Let me see. Oh, I bet you I could look up the calculator functions. I think I'm gonna try that. Let me see.
I mean, I think I could do it because then I just take that function and I just plug in like the X values, right?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Forward to, it would be 2, -3, and 1, 11.
Ya digamos son 3 horas y media.
Man, this is. Oh wait, hold on. I think there was a thing that helped this graph. on the resources, right? Because I can't seem to find it in the calculator.
Does anyone else have a graphing calculator?
No, I don't have one.
I have one, but I don't know how to graph on it.
Okay, let me see here.
I mean, I kind of did it by hand. -2 up to 8, and that kind of gets good. A good little scheme with the graph.
Hold on, I think I can figure.
What does it have to be? Because I mean, we could just figure out.
I have the table of points now.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just got it. So let's see here. So 0 is 49, 1 is 11, 2 is -3. And then -1 is 123, and -2 is 245.
Okay. And it makes a lightning bolt wavy thing.
Yeah. So if so the way I graphed it, I don't know where I can.
I don't think that much will do it.
Yeah, you need more points. It's only showing me up to 2, but I'm trying to see if there's. Oh,
So I did it here on my little iPhone calculator up through 8. I don't know if that'll show up there.
do you have the numbers for it? Like the
Yeah,
Y?
I don't know. I for X, I hope they're accurate. They're pretty close. But I mean,
So I think the
graph
way
is
you can
great.
tell when you have enough is when you start seeing once X keeps getting positive, if the Y gets more negative.
Yep. So 3 is -5. When X is 4, Y is -7. 5 is -21. 6 is -59. 7 is -133. And 8 is -255. And that's just enough to get a decent lightning bolt shape there.
Okay, so you said 4 -7,
Uh-huh.
5 -21.
Yep.
Was there enough in there?
6 -59.
Okay.
7 -133.
Okay.
And 8 -255.
Okay.
Then on my graph paper, I just, for the vertical axis, I just went by 20s. And just kind of
Just eyeballed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work.
Okay. And that will be enough to make this shape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. So we have the transformations, we have domain and range, function families, the cube family. Symmetry is odd. Function is increasing and decreasing at -infinity. 3 with a U, 3 to a positive infinity, and then the graph.
Yes.
I think we're good.
Sweet.
Cool.
Nice. Hour and a half. That was good stuff.
Nice. All right.
Um,
Does we have this saved? Do you have this saved?
The paperwork or the show? the show. Yeah, I can stop broadcasting anytime and then I can turn it in.
Okay.
It'll show up on your YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think we just probably have to submit the link just like we did with the introductions.
Okay. Will you send us that link just so we can double check once you're finished?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
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 So
And then
I'll
are you submitting the link and the quiz then?
Tomorrow I'm gonna print off the quiz and just write it out and do it as a PDF.
Okay.
So-
For tonight, are you gonna submit the link then?
Yes, I'll submit the link tonight,
Okay.
and then I'll email you guys all and let you know I just got the other one part done. Is that cool?
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Or just
Yeah.
send it in the chat.
I'll
Could
send it in the
you,
chat.
be sure to make
Alright.
a comment that was for the lesson 3 and 4 lesson and the group quiz, both of them. Just so she knows that we did them at the
Oh.
same time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'll,
Alright.
Yep.
Sweet.
Coolios. Good work, guys. That was
All
some
right,
good
thanks,
stuff.
Nice. Yeah.
Yep. We'll see you guys later.
See you
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Yeah.